The heat is on right now.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Rocktoberfest live stream. I am Frankie Chan from IHEARTCOMIX.
And I am Jesus Rivera, also from IHEARTCOMIX and Demon Babies.
And we're sitting here with Flula.
Hi, how are you?
That's right. We're here. We're starting a massive 2-hour live stream epic adventure with you. And we're going to wing this shit the whole time. So what's up? You're here. You came all the way from, where are you from?
Some kilometers away is a place where I sleep. And I'm here now with you guys. What a special time. Bedrocktoberfest 2015.
Have you come up with a name for the place that you sleep?
Yeah, home.
And what do other people call it?
A dump.
Excellent. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what brought you to Bedrocktoberfest?
Uber.
Excellent. And what are you going to do here?
I'm going to perhaps introduce the bands and also the magicians. Hey, magic is coming. Yeah. Yes. And then also have a snack. And then after eating the snack, sometimes I will go to the toilet.
Your accent reminds me of someone that may have come up with the name Uber.
It's true. I'm from Germany, and Uber should be Uber. There should be an umlaut on the U. It's a mistake. So, whoops. Maybe spell check before making your corporation.
You hear that, Uber? You hear that?
Do you view that as like you shitty petty Americans? How dare you?
It's like when you watch Indiana Jones, and it's so great. Oh, look at the bad guy Germans, and you realize the Germans are being played by Nebraskans.
Well, all right. Well, then, if we're talking about movie Germans, what about the Germans from Inglourious Bastards in the bar scene? Do you feel like that was a better representation?
Yes, A+ to you, Germans in the bar scene. I loved those Germans and that bar scene.
There was the accents, the different accents.
And
now that's
the fingers.
And the fingers,
oopsie,
yes.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you feel like that was a good representation?
Because those were Germans.
Those are actual Germans.
So maybe when you are like wanting to have Germans, maybe hire Germans. It's like if you have a bear scene, you don't hire squirrels.
I was recently watching Rambo 2: First Blood, First Blood Part 2, and
which is a confusing title.
It takes place in Vietnam, right? And the Vietnamese woman that's in the movie is a half American, half Chinese woman. So they used to do that.
Yeah,
a lot.
but no one knows the difference between Asians.
Sorry to you, half of the world.
I'm kidding. Anyway, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
I like to wake up and then I make some sounds and a grunts and I eat and then sometimes I will make a song.
What's your music like?
Ho up chickle dee do bo ba dibba num chicka do do siddle de boo.
Bow chickalaka ba bow bow ba doo ba doo ba 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 doo.
The heat is on. That's right.
On the street, it's remixed.
Bum,
Heat
bum,
is
bum,
on
bum, 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 bum,
on the
bum,
street.
bum, 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 bum.
That was sizzling hot.
Suck that, Kanye West and Rihanna.
Yeah.
So I heard some of your biggest influences was actually Kanye West, Rihanna, and
Boris Becker. Boris Becker.
are you part of the German elite that subscribes to the Hasselhoff clan?
I subscribe to Sports Illustrated and Newsweek, but before it's no longer in print.
Do you read on iPads?
I like iPads. I like iPhones.
All of it.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Do you have any albums out? Tell us about it.
I have an album. It's releasing in just some days. It's called I Want to Touch You, with some nice hits like Dinosaur DJ, Booty GPS, and of course the title track, I Want to Touch You.
You hear that? He wants to touch you.
Yeah.
You.
All of you.
Yes, indeed.
Uncle Sam.
I want to touch you. Yeah. Yes. You worked recently with David Hasselhoff, correct?
I was in a film with David Hasselhoff.
And Hulk Hogan.
But we was not in the scene together. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if you are in the same office building and like, you work with the reports, but I work with the soda machine.
Yes. Excellent analogy. So wait, what is this movie? What's it called?
It is called Killing Hasselhoff. I play a confused hobo from Calabasas.
Interesting. What happens in this movie?
I am not sure. I was only given 2 pages, so who is in the loop?
Can you explain the Hasselhoff phenomenon in Germany? Like, why is that?
Have you seen Knight Rider?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Baywatch?
Mm-hmm.
I rest all my cases.
Yeah, but I've seen Sesame Street. I wouldn't want to like hear their album.
Exactly. But have you seen Knight Rider?
I beg to differ. The Sesame Street albums are pretty good. They're pretty
Yeah,
tight.
I guess that was a bad
That
example.
was a really bad example. You
Oscar
should
the Grouch has a sick flow.
Yes. C is for cookie.
Hardcore.
Sick one. I don't know. Do you guys want to do a sing along? Have you ever heard of the song "Free Fallin'" by Tom Petty?
Oh, and the break of the breakers and the breaky breakers, the breaky
break-
hearts, the
Tom-
Miley Cyruses,
Tom Petty and the Break Dancers.
the break dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Here, take this microphone.
Okay.
I'll play it for you.
All right. Let's work this out.
Falling down.
Wait. Good girl. Loves the monkeys. Loves Jesus and American cars. She's a great mother for all the fathers. Loves Christmas
Yes.
and tiramisu.
Breakdown.
Oh,
Yeah, I was out. Schnapp, schnapp, diddle-do.
Man, it's gonna be a long 2 hours.
Available immediately on iTunes.
And Betacam.
Yeah.
Do you know how to actually play anything? Do you know how to play this?
No. I played the trombone.
I played
That's
the
it.
trombone.
You played the trombone.
I played
Oh.
past tense.
Oh,
the
excuse
trombone.
me for missing
And-
your ED.
in middle school, and I played the trumpet in middle school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why'd you give up?
Yeah.
I don't know. The spit.
It's nasty. It can be very nasty.
Yeah.
Too much spit. Yeah.
Too much spit in your slide.
Yeah. And skateboarding, I think.
I've never used a brass instrument, and I never really understood it.
They're not that easy.
No.
You have to like your lips have to kind of get used to that sort of thing, and it hurts and it vibrates your lips, and it's.
Is it
it's
different than
annoying.
like a weed instrument?
Never tried a weed instrument. I've
Same.
never tried
I've
a
never tried.
saxophone or.
Never tried the weed
Yeah.
instrument.
Have you ever tried a string instrument?
Never have I strung it.
I have tried guitar.
Mm.
I'm very rusty at guitar.
Only electronic instruments.
I enjoy brasses, as you say, trombone, and also mouth instruments.
What about a Casio keyboard?
Oh.
With
I
the
mean, I like
sample-
playing
the
things with my
sample on
mouth.
it? The meow 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 meow. Yeah. Meow 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 meow.
Talking about the keyboards from the Cats.
Yeah.
Keyboard Cat.
No, the
Cat.
Casio SK1.
Players of Keyboard Cat.
Are you familiar with the SK1? You
No.
could sample it. I got in trouble when I was a kid because you could sample it, and I would do swear words,
Oh.
and then you would just use the keys, so it'd be like
Wait, that's
shit,
the
shit,
thing they
shit,
had
shit,
in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
kind of, but that was like more of an
Yeah.
advanced one.
Yeah, a Synclavier.
That was a more advanced one.
That is something like that. 'Cause it was a big keyboard, but maybe that was just for looks. In the movie.
For the movie, they never made keyboards that big in real life.
Never was there a big keyboard.
Not even in Germany.
No, we don't do big no.
No big things there.
No big things. Everything's compact.
tiny here. We're the opposite of Texas.
Yes.
So, as efficient as it can be, efficiency.
Is important. Yes.
Efficiency in design.
Oh, hot.
Serious.
Yeah.
Hot.
So what's next, Flulo?
I hope to have some peanuts. There's a room 2 meters down with a lot of peanuts.
Well, I think the peanuts is the way to go for the day because I would like peanuts too.
Peanuts sound delicious.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
What's next for you guys?
I think we talk to somebody next.
Yeah, I think we talked to somebody.
Then
next
we
and-
might live jam on the drums later.
I'm excited to see your live jams here at Bedrocktober 2015. Sitting here with 2 excellent dudes. What a great time. I love it.
Party on.
It's been nonstop fun so far. I actually don't even know who we're talking to next. It's gonna be somebody.
Make it a mystery. Say nothing and let's explore it. Shall I leave now?
If you'd like to,
Okay.
you're welcome to.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
We are
Woo! Free ballin'.
Free ballin'. Yeah,
Free
oh,
ballin'.
man, that's the version of the song that we
That's-
need
that's the one
to do.
version.
That's the key. Thanks, guys.
So, what's up? What's up? Here we are. You've never been to Bedrock
I
ever.
actually have never been to Bedrock. In the years that I've lived in Los Angeles, I have never been to Bedrock Studios, which is unfortunate.
I actually have a practice space here.
Do you really?
Yeah, I share a practice space with a few bands here.
I thought maybe you just had one by yourself and you get take your shirt off, you get really aggro and play the drums.
Usually, I'm in there by myself doing exactly that.
Yeah.
I just go in there, strip down to just my underwear,
Why not nude?
and we have a. Well, because you don't want your balls flopping around on the drum seat. It gets a little bit
Maybe
sloppy.
you should try it.
Oh, I have tried it.
You should pop a boner and play the drums.
No, because I don't need the third drumstick. And like we have a poster of a monkey right in front of us, right in front of the drum set.
Yeah.
And I just focus on the monkey and play really hard.
Sounds amazing.
It's pretty fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What are we doing? What's
I think
what's happening?
we're
What's
talking
happening
to
next?
somebody else.
Are we talking to somebody else? Yeah.
I got the schedule right here, actually.
Go grab it.
We were talking to. Let's break down this whole thing for
Yes, for our viewers.
everybody. I have it on an email. I know coming up we have Money Mark.
Yes, Money Mark
which is
from
gonna
the
be
Beastie Boys.
Rad. He's going to be on at 4 o'clock. And then next is actually DJ Lancelot from
Lance Rock.
Lance Rock, yes, from Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yep,
That's pretty cool.
it's a good time.
And then at 3:45 we're talking to Simon Cornell.
Simon Cornell. Okay.
And then at 4:15 David Kovac.
Nice.
Then Fever the Ghost.
Fever the Ghost.
4:30, who you've directed a music
I
video
directed
for.
a music video for that band. Yes.
And then The Great Sadness after that. And finally, we're going to close it out with DJ 80 Fits. We'll be done at 5 o'clock. Pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting.
This
Now,
is great.
we got about 10 minutes until the next guy shows up. So
What are we gonna do?
what should we
We're
do?
ill-prepared.
Maybe we should talk about our why we're here.
Okay.
So
you start.
So Jesus and I both work at a company called IHEARTCOMIX. And we've done the show called IHC Live off and on for a long time, where we
Talk
sit
on the mics.
couch.
We do exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but we
Act
usually
a fool, make a fool out of ourselves, make a fool with other people, fool around.
there's a green screen. Sometimes there's puppets.
Yeah.
The puppet was in a bad mood today, but you can go on YouTube on the youtube.com/IHEARTCOMIX and see all of our old stuff.
This is correct.
We've there's been several different versions of the show, and you can see us talk to people like Andrew WK, Eric Andre, Gaslamp Killer, A-Track, all kinds of stuff. It's pretty stupid.
It's a stupidly good time.
It's some of it's scripted and some of it is just plain weird.
Well, actually, we just smoke a ton of PCP and then we go and do it, and that's we're keeping the PCP thing alive. We're the PCP revivalists.
Exactly. Speaking of PCP, who out there saw that movie We Are Your Friends?
I did. You know this.
So in that movie, they have this this PCP scene, which I mean I've been involved with DJ culture in Los Angeles for like 12 years. I had no idea that PCP had such a prevalent influence on the music until I saw that movie. But there's a scene where they're at an art show, which is absolutely the place to drop PCP, and
drop it like I like it. Like, drop PCP like you sound like a mother that's like, I'm gonna take the marijuana cigarette.
Well, they drink it, right?
Do they drink it?
He's got like an alcoholic beverage, and he's like, drink this.
I've never heard of that.
And he tried it, and he's like, by the way, it's got PCP.
I'm not some sort of PCP expert, but if I've seen it before in movies, most people smoke it or maybe snort it.
Yeah, well, I always thought PCP was the kind of drug that made you like rage a lot, or put you in like
rip your clothes off and
kind
have
of
a
a
confrontation with the
yeah,
cops.
it's like the pre-bath salts, bath salts.
Yeah.
And in this, it's like everyone turned into cool colors. He's having a great time. He gets laid. You know,
Turns
it's
into a
like,
rotoscoped animation.
yeah, and it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, I've been missing out on that this whole time. Like, not only did I know that it was like the backbone of electronic dance music, but it's also like apparently started like everything that happened in the 60s and is the inspiration behind mushrooms, acid, and just coloring books in general.
I'm pretty sure PCP is not like that at all.
So why did they show that?
Because Hollywood, let's say it together.
Don't believe everything you see,
Don't
kids.
believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe it.
It's a Public Enemy song from the 90s.
Did you did you come to Bedrocktober last year? Well, I guess you've never been
No,
to
I
Bedrock.
did not, because
so
I said that I have not been to Bedrock before.
so you're like the worst person to talk to about anything happening here. I'm trying to keep it on
I'm trying
theme.
to learn.
Well, you know, last year it was
Learning experience.
like every year Bedrocktoberfest is curated by a different person. So last year it was curated by Nick Zinner from the IHEARTCOMIX, and they had his hardcore band Head Wound City play.
Nice.
Do you know who they are?
I have not. No.
So Head Wound City is Nick Zinner from the IHEARTCOMIX, two of the members from the Locust, two of the members from the Blood Brothers.
Oh, great.
And they do like these
I
like
love the Locust.
30-second to 1 minute, just like crazy like hardcore songs.
Fun.
It's pretty fun, and they had only ever played like one show before then, and then they played that show, and then they played a couple shows since. But that was pretty cool.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Did you get drunk off the beer?
No.
Did you beer?
Did I beer it?
Did you beer at all?
I haven't beered yet.
You haven't beered yet. I haven't.
Today.
We're there.
I was thinking about watering though.
You should water. You should hydrate your body.
But they made me
Hydrate
hide the
your
water,
body.
so I can't. We're not allowed to drink liquids again for 2 hours,
Fuck.
or use the bathroom.
Well, we can pee on each other. This couch is.
Yeah, why are we allowed to do that but not drink a bottle of water? That's weird.
I don't know.
The rules are fucked up.
You guys ready for some water sports today?
What time is it?
What kind of hanky you got in your back pocket? Some golden shower action going on.
Okay, yeah. So that's some good direction.
Instead of talking about water sports.
I forgot that we had a director. So we're hanging out actually in like a real recording studio. This is one of the rooms at Bedrock, where bands can utilize the facilities to make sweet music. I can't tell you all about the like history of this room or who's done stuff. The only person that I've ever visited in this room was Bleached. They were making their last single, I think, in here. I don't know if they made the album in here.
Okay.
Or at least they were mixing it. They were in that room over there. But we have access to an organ and a piano and a drum set and another organ, a moog, all kinds of stuff. Guitars, bass, guitars.
Orange amplifier. And
Yeah.
I see a Moog and I see a 24-track
It-
reel to reel.
And just like any good room where you can record in, they have amazing carpets. It's like an essential piece of a recording studio is to have like some weird
Really good.
like floral carpet.
Yeah.
They all come with those. And you know, of course you got to have like duct tape across the carpet to like mark your territory. It's like where the lead singer goes. It's like, this is my fucking area.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Don't
touch
this
me.
is the space that I live in.
don't touch me.
Yes.
Here.
Don't
This
ever
is
touch
my
me.
safety zone.
Get your hands off my body.
Yes. So, you know, we're probably going to fuck around with these instruments later because we will, I guarantee you, run out of things to talk about. So we'll have like a intermission where it's just random noise improperly mic'd that you can watch. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
So what else what else should we talk about the studio? I know that's like the director is like demanding it in our in-ears right now of like, this is what we need to talk about.
He has a whip.
I don't
He's
even know who
lashing
the
us if we don't do this.
has the live portion of the show outside started. Does anyone know? Are the people playing outside? There is no communication.
No,
No, nothing.
whatsoever.
I think if you're in LA right now, you should come down to Bedrock Studios and experience the fest because there is going to be not only music but live magic. It's pretty cool.
Which
with
I would
like
love to see.
with magicians from Magic Castle. I think we have
So
something
down.
coming in this
Have
room.
you ever been to Magic Castle before?
I've never been there. It's the
Really?
only LA thing I've never done.
I have an invitation
No one-
there.
No one's ever invited me.
Maybe I'll invite you.
That'd be sick.
I think we have like 5 people that we're allowed to take.
I want to go.
All right. I'll keep you informed.
But we're gonna have some of those magicians in this very room. And one of the cool things about having the technology of a camera is that we can peer behind the like veil. Is that like we can see beyond the like mystery of in your face illusions in magic, and we can do like one of those like behind the scenes David Copperfield. What's the Vegas guy? Chris Angel.
Chris Angel.
Yeah, we could do like a little like Chris Angel session inside here, and actually like use the camera lens to show you guys how much magic that doesn't
I actually
exist.
get legitimately depressed when a magic trick is revealed. I don't like it.
Why not?
It bums me out. I like to keep the mysteries.
Lancelot? Okay, cool. We'll
We
keep
got,
riffing.
We
We should get some. Good. He's good. Do you want to come say hi? Yeah, you should get us a run of the show for outdoors. You should get us a run of show for outdoors. We should have an assistant in here, like going on the web and telling us information to talk about. This is some live. This is how you do it, kids. This is like.
Your assistant's right here to the left.
We have an assistant.
Hey, Grant, come on.
Assistant.
Grant, you're our assistant.
Just make yourself known, dude. Grant, come on in here.
Come on in.
Go ahead, sit on the couch with them for a second.
Yes.
This is apparently our assistant, Grant.
This is Grant. Hi, Grant. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you guys doing?
Is this going to be echo chambered if we do this?
What's up, Grant? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just been chilling in there, watching you guys do your thing.
Is this your first day working at Bedrock?
I've been here since Monday. I'm doing an internship over here, so.
Cool. So how much longer do you have left?
I don't know. I mean, that's up to Comron, honestly.
It's an indefinite internship.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, well,
Cameron's actually watching this right now, so try to make a good impression.
so apparently the director told you to say good things about Cameron.
I can only say good things about Comron, to be honest. So.
All right, good. So we're gonna enlist your help from time to time throughout this broadcast because we only know so much. Our brains are small. So we're gonna need
Peanut
you
brains, like
to
dinosaurs.
like be our go-to guy, like googling the shit out of everyone that we're talking about, or people. Your nipple is falling out right there.
Yeah. I'll be on nipple control. And
no nip slips.
yeah, I'll make sure that.
Make sure I don't Miley.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
fact check for you guys on Google there. And grab you guys beers as you need them.
Excellent. Well, you know,
Get out of here. Go.
I mean, do you guys need anything else?
yes. Is there any way we can get us a schedule of who's playing outside? Yeah, that must exist, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Grant. Thank you.
So yeah, we have an assistant.
Yes.
That's cool.
Nice.
He
That's fun.
he seemed very like innocent and cute. So like maybe like by like the end of the broadcast we can get him to do like we can get him to chug a beer or something.
He's underage. He's not allowed.
How old is he?
He's 19.
How do you know?
Because he just said.
When did he say that?
Someone said it. Someone said 19. Grant, how old are you?
I'm 20.
He's 20.
All right, so you're just pulling shit out of your ass.
Yes. So I got the set. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so we got set times are Money
Who's Money Mike?
Money Mark at 9 p.m. We got DJ Lance Rock at 8 p.m. Flula from 4:15 and 4:15 and 5:30 with 80 Fits. Fever the Ghost at 7 p.m. The Great Sadness at 6 p.m. David Kovac 5 p.m. I'm going backwards. Simon Cornell at 4:30. 80 Fits at 3 and 5:30 with Flula in between sets.
Excellent. So now you
Yes.
know.
Now you know, and
you
knowing
can
is half the battle.
actually live stream that portion of the concert during this. I think
Yeah,
there's
is
like
that how that
this
works?
is like a side stream thing. So, like, no matter what, if you're bored with us, you can watch the show. If there's an artist playing you
Change
don't
the
like,
channels, come back.
you can hang out with us.
Hi, Simon. Hey. Hello.
Why did I get the ass shot?
I had to pick someone and go with it. It was the heat of the moment.
Okay.
You look more dressed.
Thank
you. You look good, but this is quite something.
Oh,
The heat of the moment, though.
that's a Kenny Rogers jacket.
This is the Kenny Rogers jacket.
really?
Just found this
Gotcha.
jacket. Check this out. All right.
Yeah.
Look at the tag. Pull it down.
Yeah. Wait. Holy shit, that really is. That's an actual Kenny
really
Rogers jacket.
An actual
Damn.
Kenny Rogers
And
jacket.
you've matched the whole outfit with it. You got it happening.
I worked it out. I worked out the Kenny Rogers jacket. Yes.
Isn't that magic?
You got
I
it.
see what you did there.
No when to
That's-
hold 'em. No when to fold 'em. No when to walk away. No when to run. You better count your money.
Chickens.
When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting.
Chicka, chicka, chicka.
I don't
Tambourine.
know the rest of the song.
When the dealing's done.
So, Simon, what's up?
Doing a gig. Bedrocktoberfest.
Tell us,
Forward to it.
tell us about it.
Doing magics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Know
like, what kind of what kind of magic are you doing? Are you doing like weight loss?
Man, I wish.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we all?
That would make you rich, right? If you'd be like, you're 30 pounds lighter.
Like everyone be lining up. You got it made. No, I'm doing I like to call it. I always call it like live special effects
Okay.
because I ain't pretending it's real magic. You know, so it's things that look impossible but aren't.
So when you say like live special effects, is that like when you go to a church and they make someone bleed?
You could use it for that if you had no ethical problems with it. Personally, I like to keep it chill.
Wait, where does this?
What is
where
that called? Like stigmata, right?
Stigmata, yes.
That's
yes.
like
Yeah.
stigmata,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like psychic surgery
Yes,
and all
yes.
those other things.
Well, they're
That's
magicians.
using it for evil, yeah. That's using the skills for evil rather than awesome entertainment at music festivals.
So tell us about yours and how is yours being used for good?
Basically making people go, oh my god, that looks amazing. That was awesome. I'm happy now.
Well, give us an example, because like right now I'm only using my imagination of just what awesome is. So I'm like, this guy makes unicorns appear out of thin air. Like,
Gotcha. All right, let me think. What is an example? Okay, I can do something, but it'll either look good to the camera or to you guys, but not both.
well, I think it should. It's
think the most
it's
important
better
thing
for
is the-
for
the
them,
camera.
Figure. All right,
and we'll keep the
exactly.
the
you guys,
secret.
okay? All right, this is.
I'm a firm believer.
This is the international preparing for amazing stuff position.
I feel like all.
Okay. Okay, you guys, you're going to see some stuff go down, special effects wise. Dollar bill. Hey everyone, check it out. Looks pretty cool. You guys have no idea what's happening right now, but it's only an illusion because a second later, it changes back. Now that looked like crap for you guys, but to them it looked amazing.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
did.
They saw a dollar bill change into a 5 and then back again.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I know. And that's, you guys, you know.
So how long have you been doing this magic business then?
Full-time professionally 6 years now, and it was 15 years since I first got interested.
So like what was it that like gave you that bug? Because I can tell you like what bug got me into like comic books or got into music.
Yeah.
You know, like so like what was it about magic? You were like, man, Chris Angel's awesome. I gotta do that shit. Like what is it?
It definitely wasn't that. It was Chris Angel wasn't around when I got into it. It was simply I have a really ironic origin story. I just wanted to know how it was done. That was it. It was purely curiosity. I was like, I saw something amazing. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? And I was just lucky at the time where I saw it was back at university, back at first year college, back in Australia, and it was a guy demoing for the Melbourne Uni Magic Club. I was like, wait, what? And he was like, if you join, we teach you. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I want to know. Tell me. Which is really ironic because now when I perform, I feel it is hypocritical for me to judge someone for wanting to figure out how it's done because that was why I got into it. Sure. So in the actual performance, if you guys catch it later, there's a lot of stuff where I actually give kind of behind-the-scenes insight because I think it's fascinating to see some of the methods. Yeah. That's why I call it special effects performing, rather than magic.
So do you have like two tiers then of tricks that you do? One that is like, here's a trick that I do that I can show you how it works, and then here's a trick that I do that you'll never know.
Yeah, there's definitely a mix. And right now it's only a minority of like showing behind the scenes, just enough to kind of let people really appreciate it and go, wow, that's actually really interesting and fascinating and clever and psychological, which I think makes it easier to then enjoy the stuff you don't know, because you can kind of then relax and not feel challenged by it. You can just go, whoa, this looks really cool.
I was really obsessed with magic when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I got distracted by special effects. I was really into horror effects and horror movies. But there was a magic store right down the street from my house, and it was the most amazing place that I would ever go to. I loved it so much. But you could just buy all the starter stuff, starter kits. I remember they had the David Copperfield magic kits and stuff like that. No, that was
What was your go-to bit? What was your best trick?
I mean, I was not. I was. It was like I'd save up allowance to be able to buy some little small thing, and I think I bought like a coin trick.
Yeah.
And I with like a fishing wire type of thing, and then I bought a. What's the other thing? Like rings and crap like that. But this is like mid-early 80s. So
It's old school. It's the real time.
Yeah.
I actually have two David Copperfield stories.
Really?
The David Copperfield was one of them is kind of light. So my very first magic show I ever went to was a David Copperfield show. He played in Bloomington, Indiana, at whatever theater that was there at the college, and it was like the first time I saw like a real big magic show, and it was like ladies on stage floating and all this stuff, and it was like super rad, and it got me into the idea of like the magic arts and effects and like film and all that kind of stuff. But then my second David Copperfield story was years later when I was living in Seattle. I went to this bar that I would go to like almost every night with like friends, and apparently David Copperfield had a show in Seattle on that night, and then like came to this bar randomly but by himself, and like me and some friends were hanging out there, and we're like, whoa, that's fucking David Copperfield, like what's going on? And I was meeting up with a girl there that I really liked, and David Copperfield took her home.
Wow, that dog. It's like that episode of Scrubs. Yeah, anyone ever used to watch that show? It's like
I've seen a couple episodes. Yeah,
it's one of these. It's like someone says, "Man, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me." He goes, "Well, not the best thing." Flashes back. He's sitting in a bar.
Right.
It's like David Copperfield do magic, and then Copperfield makes a coin vanish. It's actually him playing himself. It was like JD's best moment ever in a flashback.
Oh my god!
Like you pretty much
that
lived
story.
that. Except
I love that.
It went terribly wrong.
That's great. That's great.
It was funny because I think I even bought him drinks too.
Wow.
It was like super like, but it's kind of cool. It's David Copperfield.
If you got to lose to someone, it's like, all right, fine.
It's like I get it.
It's fair.
I just watched a great
he's got a jet.
documentary about a magician, and I feel really embarrassed for forgetting who it is because I know who he
It'll
is.
probably be either Ricky J or
It was
James.
Ricky J.
Ricky J. Yeah, the Ricky J.
It was Ricky J, and that was a great documentary.
Yeah, really good
He
documentary.
he had a story about was it a $20 bill and a shower, and it was a trick that he did. And the guy was like, "Come on, you got to do it now. I'm catching you now in the shower.
You got nothing.
You got nothing. You're in a towel right now." Busted it out. He was like, "Oh, he was like, why you got to put me on the spot? Why you got to put me on the spot?" Boom.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Like that was
I've always had this idea. I've always wanted to get a microphone, right? Get an old, Shure 58 or whatever. Cut the cable so it's all frayed, like an old crappy one. Carry it with me, like be out at dinner with friends and just wait until when you just dish a really good zinger. And I was like, oh, and then just drop it on the table and leave and don't come back. Just do it because that moment will live for.
Will you please do that?
Yeah.
Will you
I've
please
always
do
wanted
that?
to do that.
All right. You pinky
Yeah,
swear to me
that's
you'll-
a great
One
idea.
point in your life,
One
you
day.
do that.
One day
All right.
I will make that happen.
All right. Great.
And it will live forever.
That's amazing. That's
You-
amazing.
It's my secret desire. That's what I aspire to.
Do
in
you work
life.
with cards?
I do. Yeah.
You do work with cards. Great.
Intensely.
That was another thing why I think I couldn't
do-
do magic as a kid was because I'm bad my fingers. Like I was never a really great guitar player because I just my fingers
coordination.
the coordination of my fingers just doesn't work that way.
Are you the kind of person that like makes beautiful women disappear?
I mean, literally or figuratively.
Whatever, either or.
This is some creepy territory pretty quickly at that point.
Well, that leads me to my next question. Is like,
This is getting real.
Yeah.
are you the kind of person that stabs beautiful women with swords?
No, for two reasons. I mean, you can have the hilarious answer or just the true answer. Is I don't do any of the big box prop stuff mainly because of luggage. Like, who wants to live that way?
Right.
I don't want to live that way. It's
very classic.
I like traveling light. I like.
I mean, nowadays it would be hard if it made sense when you had horses.
Exactly. Yeah, like giant kind of box weird things, and also just coordinating a large cast of beautiful women. You got 2 wages to pay. You got 2 airfares to book. I like to be chill. I like to travel. I like
Super
to,
solo.
Yeah,
Super
super
solo.
solo.
So-
I get people from the audience to be the co-stars,
Yeah.
and
That's
they
a
get
good
to
way
kind
to
of
go.
get involved, and then they get to do really cool stuff as well.
So do you have like a favorite prop, like a favorite like mechanism that you go after?
There's a thing, again, you'll see it later, live at Bedrocktober with a Pringles can and a soy sauce bottle.
Ooh.
It's my
Interesting.
favorite bit. Interesting. It's my go-to opener now. It's something I basically kind of invented, remixed, put together myself over a few years, and it's now just my favorite bit. And it's
Does the Pringles? You have a Pringles can, and then you stare at it, and then the Pringles start floating around the room like it's magic butterflies.
we'll have to find out.
Okay.
So
Suspense.
going back to
Expectations too high.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Be realistic here. Like Pringles vanish. No.
going back to your origins.
Yeah.
Are there like levels of?
That's all for you, just Frankie.
Thank you, thank you, Gary
Grant.
Grant.
Jesus.
He's 20. He's not 19. I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah.
Your fantasy is busted.
Aw.
What does something mean? Something ale.
Do you want one?
Sure, I'll try it. What is?
We
Do
got-
you have a bottle opener? Well,
We could do the. We could do
It says
the.
it's something ale. Is that
Some-
a thing?
something
I'm
ale.
learning US
Something.
vernacular.
Something.
Something.
What?
Something.
Does that mean good?
That's really lazy something.
We can go outside. All right. Well, I've got one more question.
All right.
So
Origins.
on the origins, yes. So have you seen that movie Batman Begins?
I have.
You know, so when he asks, when he's like in, and he's in Asia and he has to climb the mountain to find the special blue flower.
And then
To
the
take it,
monastery,
and the
then they
ghost
teach him
thing,
to
yeah.
Fight and then everything. Yeah.
Is that what it's like? Are there like layers of magic school where you're like, yeah, you saw the guy, you went to the public magic school, but when you like graduate, that is there like, is it like Hogwarts where you go
secret
into
little, like, tunnel that you walk through to get to a
yeah?
magic.
Are there like layers to where it's like now you get to come into the secret magic kingdom or like whatever?
You know what's funny is it's like there's nothing like Hogwarts, but it's surprising how much there is kind of like that going on that journey to find the guy because it's such a like niche individual art form. There's nowhere you can really go to study it or learn it. So you often go and find the right teacher, or there might be someone who's really good you've heard about.
There are some
Like-
like summer camps and
There are,
yes,
So-
yes.
Yeah, but who's the best magician in the world? Like, who's the most sought after person to like learn from? Is it Chris Angel?
Who's the best musician in the world? It's the same question. It's like, how do you pick one? There's a lot of really good people in different styles and genres.
Okay. So who's the best to you? So who's the one that's like I've heard of this guy. I need to climb the mountain and find the blue flower to learn from fucking Ra's al Ghul.
Before having to kill him later awkwardly. There's one. I mean, again, it's hard to pick one, but like a couple of people. There's names like a guy called Armando Lucero who lives in Los Angeles. Well, actually Las Vegas now. Who like was one of the people I was like, holy shit, just had to come here and see and find and learned a lot from.
That's who Carrot Top learned from, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a lot of props. Again, a lot to carry. It's not my style. Too much.
All right. So there's
There's that guy, a guy called David Williamson, who's just it's goddamn unbelievable. It's like, and it's less kind of to learn to like take lessons from them, but just to hang with them and see how they perform and see how they think, and you know, even just getting little tips here and there from them. You'll meet them and they'll like give you a little bit of advice, or guys like, oh my god, that's gold. You know, these little lessons you learn from different people.
Oh, totally. It's crazy how far that kind of stuff can like go.
Like, and it's even in this era of the internet and everything on YouTube, the really good wisdom isn't up there. Like the really, really wise stuff. And the wise stuff isn't the methods and the tricks. It's like how to do them, how to deliver them, like tiny nuances and subtleties that you can only learn from being with another person and seeing the way they do it and getting their guidance. It's this amazing secretive art that is not deliberately secretive. Like all of it gets published and released. And if you have like a credit card, you can buy every magic book on the planet and learn every secret you want. But that won't teach you how to really be brilliant with it.
For sure.
That's what you only get from the other people, and you can't put that online, which is why it's, you find these people and hunt them out.
It's very true. Wait,
That's why I live in Los Angeles now. I came here. There's more brilliant magicians in LA than any city on the planet by miles.
It's an entertainment city.
It really is.
Yeah.
so Magic Castle's like the Animal House for like magic.
Oh yeah, it really is. It actually.
We were just
completely
talking
is.
about the
Uh,
Magic Castle.
like-
Magic Castle is where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
the real deal.
I have an invitation to go there, so
is
I'll be there.
I've actually never been.
Well, shit.
I would love to like go. But is Magic Castle like is there like an area at Magic Castle like when you go on a cruise ship? So when you're on a cruise ship, right? There's the part of the cruise ship that everyone sees, but then there's the part of the cruise ship that nobody sees, which is underneath where all the crew that work on the cruise ship like hang out and party, and they have all the stuff. And there's usually on the big cruise ships there's a place called the crew bar, which is like wild because it's like where all the crew is like getting crazy. What's the Magic Bar like?
The
It's like Hogwarts.
the nearest thing is the break room, but that's where everyone just goes to be exhausted and like turn off the charm. Just go.
So there's not like secret experimental magic tricks going on in
There
there.
are, but they're going on like in plain sight when you don't realize that's what's happening. It's like too much just like at the bar, but like at the end of the bar, being like, and like
Yeah.
huddling on something, and amazing things are being created in that huddle.
I
But
think
you
the
wouldn't know if you didn't know who they were and what they were doing.
I think
pre-
the
that's
Magic
pretty
Castle
awesome.
in itself is that place.
Yeah,
exactly. You know,
but
like-
it's also
It's
full of
Hogwarts.
the public
Yeah,
as
well, because you
which is what
can't
makes it
just
cool.
get in there like off the street. You have to be invited,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Which reminds me, hit me up.
Yes,
You're in.
awesome.
You've already got an invite.
Magic
You
Castle.
guys know each other. I figured
We're
at this point,
we're
yes.
being
Yes.
Likely.
apparently the camera guy is whispering to himself.
First sign of dementia. It's like be strong.
He's just like
It's
he's
gonna be
like this.
okay.
He's just
We-
making
we
these
believe in you.
these
We're here for
movements,
you.
and I'm guessing like no, maybe it's time for a break.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
All right.
That's good because we've been speaking for like 49 minutes straight. So yes, because we're not allowed to drink the water on camera.
Oh really?
Yes, only the
Really?
alcohol.
Only the alcohol.
Apparently.
All right, we'll be
All right,
back
bye.
right after this.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. No worries. I didn't know I was doing an interview until like 4 minutes ago. Oh, nice. This was raw.
Put you right on the
real.
spot.
So nice to meet you, Frankie.
Nice to meet you too, David.
Beautiful
flower.
Thank you. Yeah, doesn't it look vaudevillian?
It does.
It's very vaudevillian.
It matches your tie. It matches your
you look great.
your
You
little
look great. It's a good look on it.
everything.
I thought it'd be
Very very well put together.
I thought it'd be cool to do the modern day vaudevillian set today, which is what you'll see. I have like the suitcases inside the suitcases inside the suitcases, and it's fun.
So you're gonna do some magic for everyone later.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, just last night I was at the world famous Magic Castle that you have here in Hollywood, and I've spent the last over 20 years in Chicago, and we don't have anything like the Magic Castle there. That's you're very fortunate in California to have the home of the Academy of Magical Arts. It's great.
So wait, are you living here now or?
I'm living here now. Yeah.
So now you've
Yeah.
you've joined the Magic Castle.
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming here for years, to perform there, and then I thought, well, let's just get a little stick shift car, do the old Route 66, let's find some
Did you
place
really?
to live, and that's exactly what we did.
You did.
Yeah.
That's
my
amazing.
My
I did-
girlfriend Lisandra and we've been having a ball. It's
I
really terrific.
did
That's
the same
amazing.
thing, and minus the stick shift, but I
Uh-huh.
did the same thing. Did the Route 66.
The old one?
Absolutely.
It's a lot
It's one of my favorite places to go.
Yeah, and they still have the old motels.
Old motel. I stayed in many of them, and there is my favorite spot. I believe is in New Mexico. I think it's got the ice cream truck and like the store that has covered in mannequins and.
Well, there's one town that's famous called Cuba, Missouri. I remember that. You follow the song,
Right.
and that way you're headed in the right direction.
Right.
But you really do. You see like Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino.
Yep.
You just follow the song.
Kingman.
Kingman.
That's Arizona. Sorry.
Okay.
Not New Mexico.
So we got it.
Kingman, Arizona is my
That was
favorite
magic.
spot.
You should do it.
That
By
was
the way, if
magic.
you haven't ever done the Route
Have you
66.
never done it? Never
I've
done
been
the-
on Route 66, but like my travel stories haven't been like to move to beautiful sunny California. My travel stories have been like in a van with 5 other people on a sweaty DIY punk rock tour broken down on the side of Route 66. like
That is a slightly different experience than a stick shift, but
like-
it's similar.
like waiting for someone to drive by for hours, you know, walking 20 miles in the desert.
And take pity on you. As
Smelly dudes as opposed to a romantic idea with a loved one across the.
Yeah, us 5 guys are looking for the wagon wheel, and we hear there's good barbecue nearby. Yeah, I don't know that would play too well.
I don't know if this was on Route 66, but it was in Arizona. We broke down once. It was like mid-August in Arizona, so like absolutely worst
That's brutal.
weather, in the middle of nowhere. And the closest thing to where we broke down was some site that was being worked on, maybe about 6 miles past us. So we had to take turns in the van every time the van broke down to be the one to go find us help. So I had to walk down to this place 6 miles in the desert, talk to some random workers and convince them to drive me to the nearest town, which was about 25 miles up the road, actually called Nowhere, which was 2 houses and a museum of bones.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre style. Huh?
And these places are scary. I mean, there are ghost towns. There are real ghost towns along Route 60. They're just abandoned towns.
Oh, they are. Yes.
So it was one family that lived there. That they had a tow truck, a trailer, the second house was actually like a small store, and then this bone thing. And I talked them into giving us a tow, and you know, she was really impressed that like I was in a band. She's like, my son just moved to the city so that he could follow the Offspring, you know, the like band.
You're very lucky that they did not tie you up to a dinner table and make beef jerky.
I felt like they were going to. Well, you know, this was before cell phones, so this was
maybe before beef jerky was really that popular.
this was
before
like
the popularity
like,
of beef jerky.
It was like
ladies and gentlemen.
1997.
Guys just went free.
Yes, back in the 90s.
Well, it is. There is a jazz heritage museum though, and it is somewhere. I mean, I don't know if you're as into jazz as I was,
I am.
having been in Chicago.
into jazz as much as he
Well,
No, not as much as he is. Well, but I am into jazz.
No,
I mean, being in Chicago for somebody
he
who's
said
from a great town-
he said I don't know if you're into jazz as much as I am, and
Well,
you
how
go
do
I am. I am.
I am.
Well, there's
So
a jazz
how do
I
you
read
know?
his mind.
How do you know?
I read his mind. I'm a different sort of magician.
Or it could have been an exercise in thought transmission. I could have sent him that thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't.
Well, you are a magician.
I'm certainly convincing everyone today that I'm creating the illusion that I'm up there
This
doing
is
magic.
a mass illusion.
But it'll be great fun. But so there's a jazz heritage museum, like a hall of fame, that I don't think anybody ever goes to, and it's really a shame. I think it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Is that on Route 66? Is Tulsa?
I'm not sure. I don't remember passing through Tulsa.
I think it is though. I think, or you can find it not far.
I think any of those random towns that you don't quite know what they are, but they have some sort of like mystery about them or some sort of legend, should be on Route 66, and we should just assume they all are.
Yes.
Well, and this place was. So you find these. It's sort of a treasure, you know. You think, hey, that's cool, a jazz heritage museum, or jazz, you know, you don't find that often. So,
Yes.
you know, you have to just check it out. See, it's an adventure. It's an adventure.
Well, what kind of magic do you have in?
I really do
store?
like comedy and magic. I think they go very well
They
together.
do.
I think that you know, like I said, that the history of show business in America is really the story of vaudeville. You know, somewhere along the line we all got separated. I don't know how. The tap dancers, the dapper monologuists. You know, it's a great hat, by the way.
Thank
that
you
this
very
character's got this incredible hat, and you know. But there was a time when whether you were like a trio, or maybe you had a troupe, and you were tumblers, or you did crazy juggling, or I mean, so at one point we were all sort of together under one leaky roof, and that was vaudeville. And even today, I think when you look at these shows, whether it's Fool Us or even America's Got Talent, or see the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, those are all drawn from the very best traditions of variety arts.
They're
For sure.
They're the progression of
I think
vaudeville.
so. Yeah,
you
and
know?
so people still recognize that archetype, and they
Yeah.
see it. Even the old jokes, like whatever it is that you do, you can do this stuff, and people seem to recognize. Oh yeah, it's a guy with a suitcase, and oh he's doing these tricks, yeah. And he stands up there in his suit, and he says things like,
Yeah.
"There are more important things in life than money, but they're expensive." People love this stuff, it's fun to do.
I feel like the Gong Show is another transgression or trans.
It was,
like
yeah.
and then I feel like there wouldn't be what is it, America's Got Talent, or is it the one where the Simon Cowell is the
Wait, what was
what
that
was
one?
called?
American Idol.
American Idol. The whole
That was a
first part of the season would be them basically gonging people.
Right, you're right. So the contest shows, I think, have gotten a little bit better in that regard.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a big fan of the contest element. Why don't you just? I mean, you have talent. That's why you're on TV.
Sure.
Why don't we have a show called America's Got Taste? And put on really good acts and just show them.
Yes.
But I don't know. Some people like contests, and that's their thing.
Yeah. Some people like watching people win and lose.
So
I've got something for
yeah,
you.
please. I was actually just gonna ask that. Like, do you have like a little thing
Excited for
Doesn't
the
you can
cards.
show?
I really love, and actually, it's funny that we were just talking about this, and this is, of course, my town is known for improv, but we didn't really plan to talk about this. But back in the day, they would have had to do some sort of magic that people could see in these large atmospheric theaters that from a great distance. I mean, you have to see from the last row. It's very hard to do card tricks from the last row. But this is one that you maybe might have have seen. So one hand out like so. And I'll just, because you don't need two hands for this one. And you can hear me, right? I mean, if you want to put, that's okay. I'm going to give you some cards and present to you one that I call the Hands of Time. You don't really have to call it that. You could call it whatever you want. But I like the idea of creating a story around some of the magic. So
Of course.
when I'm having fun, we do wish we could just stop time. And if we could do that, then the one way we'd know is no objects would move through space. Normal cards, yes? And no glue on my hands, for example. You could tell if there was glue on my hands because they'd be sticky. But instead, I'll build myself a wonderful sort of clock out of these cards. And we'll see how we did for an ending. Okay. So the one way I know I succeeded in stopping time is no objects would move through space.
Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
Ooh.
And so they fought, and so then,
Whoa.
sometimes it doesn't last long, right? But if I wanted to, I could add a whole ton of cards. So this would be the kind of thing, like if you would go back in time and you would see, like when Houdini was doing his thing with whether it's debunking, phony spiritualist mediums or making an elephant appear or whatever he was doing. There would also be guys like Nate Leipzig or these characters who would come on stage, and then they would just have to entertain the whole crowd, like of 2,000, with just a deck of cards, because they were doing a show that they were doing an act that was called In One, which means it was in front of the first curtain.
Right.
Which means they had to be on stage and they couldn't do a lot of big props and stuff because they only had to do it in front on the apron on the lip of the
Which
stage.
is like such an impressive challenge.
I know, it's so fun. So this is one of my favorites. So then you take out the cards one by one and you spin them around or you do whatever, your fancy stuff, and then when they say fall, the cards just fall, and then that's it, and then you're done. Pretty cool, huh?
That's super
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, so,
Super cool.
I only have about 100 of these, as you do. As you do at the Magic Castle and other places where people go, and there's lectures and there's things, and you can learn from great people out here in L.A.
So as a magician, like, how much time do you spend learning tricks versus how much time do you spend developing your own tricks?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know that there is anything new in I think of it as theater too, of course.
Yeah.
And if there's 38 plots or what have you, then I'm sure that in magic it may not be that there's anything new in magic. And of course, people have chronicled the various types of effects.
But like maybe taking your own spin on it.
Right, exactly. That's exactly right. So we know that there's a production and a vanish and a transposition, a transformation, animation, anti-gravity. What kind of magic trick do you want to do? Like, say, for example, that one you might characterize that as some sort of anti-gravity piece. Oh, things just aren't falling or whatever, or you're freezing time or however you want to look at it. But that is the fun part, and some of the tricks take 10 seconds of your time and 10 years of mine, and some you could maybe learn in a day. But the fun part is creating some kind of character or a context for it. Why? Why is the magic happening? I mean, is it just to pick a card? Or are you saying, hey, last night I had the most outstanding dream. I dreamt I met a guy named Franki, got a guy named Jesus, and they both selected a card. You were in my, so then it's suddenly you're going down this road and we don't know where he's taking us, but something's up. And it's just a way to frame it that is perhaps more charming and less,
For sure.
less goofy.
It's
And
fascinating.
I think it's always interesting to follow some sort of like narrative, so that you're living in the environment while you're in enjoying it.
Yeah, I think you're right. And as we say, you know, in the world of magic, every miracle has its price. So if you want to do some tricks, you can't work surrounded. If you want to do others, well, you have to spend a lot of time setting up before the show. If you want to do others, yet again, still, well, you may have to practice some knuckle-busting card moves for a few years until you can do it comfortably without being nervous and getting the yips. So I think it depends. But for me, crafting, you know, some sort of a story or a character, or a routine is the fun part, you know, I think.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You have do you have one more trick you can show the audience?
I have all kinds of tricks. I don't even need props. You don't necessarily need props. Like, a lot of people don't realize that I have 11 fingers, and that's how it is that I can accomplish these miracles.
Wait, really?
You hear that?
Not really. But people, but people can't too much. Well, I've never fooled anybody without their permission, but I will not lie to you. I guess that's, you know.
That's your next trick.
Well, I have 11 fingers, and I'll prove it. But as I say, sometimes people grow confused because they count too many fingers too quickly. So let me be clear. 1, 2. We'll come back to these 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got nothing really, but I guess people are gonna hear what they want to hear. Anyway, thanks, fellas. It was a lot of fun.
So what time are you playing
I
outside?
have to go because I'm on at 5.
Oh,
so I have to
there you
like
go.
right now and
So
take it.
you're doing. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great to be
It's a real pleasure.
And we'll see you
Thank
on
you
Route
very
66.
Yeah, on Route 66. Get your kicks on
If
Route
you see
66.
someone with their thumb out in a smoking van, it's probably me.
Yeah, so
There you
there's that
go.
guy in Kingman again. Okay, see ya.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's take ourselves a little break, and we'll
Yep.
come back with our final guests here momentarily.
Oh,
What?
we do.
We have another guest? Oh, right now. All right,
right
let's
now.
do it.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna
Gentlemen.
take a quick bathroom break. You start this one.
Start this one in an echo chamber. Here we go. Please, boys, come on in.
Can we all fit on the couch? Or?
We'll try. How about we do it portrait style? Let's see. You there? You gonna be? Are you gonna be perching on the couch here?
I don't know. What do you call this?
Perching? Is this posing? Perching?
I feel like I'm.
It's very sexy. It's very sexy. We have Mason and we have Nick from Fever the Ghost.
Hi.
And we have Bobby. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the flip. And Casper, come on down.
Great to be.
Please enter our realm right now for us. For us, enter our realm.
The couch won't bite.
It will not bite. So for the audience here, we have the Los Angeles band Fever the Ghost, and we are talking to
Borneman.
My name's Mason.
Deck.
Deck Born of Fever the Ghost. And gentlemen, tell us some things. What's
I like you.
you like me? I like you.
We're already friends.
Let's sing a song about I like you, you like me. And we'll do it in the key of like this. Right, ready? You follow along. I
Like you. You like me. I'm excited. We're a happy bumblebee.
It's too late.
With a great big hug and kiss from
you.
applesauce. Applesauce.
Is there a bathroom?
I'm the universe's bathroom.
Wearing white.
I'm wearing white. And it's a blank canvas. It's a blank canvas for the day. I'm a urinal I'm a
The oyster
urinalist. I'm a urinalist here. You've heard it first down at Bedrock Studios in Los Angeles, California. I am the urinalist.
Leading in journalism.
Leading in urinalism.
A man you can trust.
A man you can
A man
trust.
that might rust.
A man that may or may not rust. Yes.
Who are you
This is
talking to?
I'm not sure. Am I talking
His
to you
body
guys?
is-
Would you
his
guys like a
body is
beer?
your
there a
oyster.
beer? Is somebody like a beer?
I don't drink very well.
Well, I don't drink very well either.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Grant. This is Grant.
Grant, you're great. You're fantastic.
Grant is great.
I appreciate all that you do for our society.
We love and appreciate Grant, and let's have a hum for Grant.
Mom, he's my mom in disguise, Mama. Not affiliated with THX.
So boys, you guys are playing here tonight at the Bedrock Studios Rocktober Fest.
That's okay. Yeah.
And you have some new music.
Oh, we've been working on stuff.
You guys have been working. You would disagree with that? Yes. Well, from your dad did.
His dad.
Word on the streets. Little birdie told me you guys have a little something coming out very soon. Is this true?
There's
a music video.
Yeah. There is a music video. Tell me about this music video.
There's this guy named Lionel Williams and
Rocco.
hang on a second. Chill out. There's a guy named Lionel Williams, and we know him. He's our friend. He's a great man. He's in a band of his own name, kind of, called Vinyl Williams, and he does music videos based on this 3D modeling software called Unity. Recently, YouTube has allowed Unity to upload its environments, and so you can look around inside of a 3D world created out of fifth-dimensional mantis beings from the concept of our album cover made by Tate Massessian.
All the
very
characters
nice
you've
man.
come to know and love.
They'll be there for you on screen wherever you look inside of your phone on YouTube.
This summer.
This sounds amazing. And where can we find this amazing thing?
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, Laserdisc, Beta.
Yeah.
It's the B-side to the Laserdisc for The Mask, the movie with John.
The Mask, The Mask starring Cher and Eric Stoltz.
Available on microfiche in the LA library.
Shim.
Guy named Shim.
It was all created by a man named Shim, and this is going to be interactive story time. So let's start this interactive story time, and I will start. Shim is a man that lives in.
He lives in downtown San Diego.
And Shim used to love to
Walk barefoot on pancakes, cold ones, after the breakfast was done.
But when breakfast was over, he soon realized that
his cherries needed burying in the backyard.
Oh, like underground.
But when he buried his cherries, and 3 years later, he went to go unbury his cherries, he discovered that
he still had all the dirt from burying his cherries under his toenails, and they were badly infected.
But when his infection became more serious, his mother then
asked a lot of policemen over for casseroles and bean dip.
But word on the street is that the bean dip was laced with LSD. So then, what happened?
Then they found out LSD meant little scrunchy dudes, and it's these tiny guys that like crawled down their necks, and they got into the lung, and then they had this kind of party where they're all blown around in there like the money machines on those cash shows. But then this other plant thing that was in there started grabbing them all, and then he forced them all together into one giant scrunchy dude, and then he popped out the middle of the chest, and his eyes were like all red, and it squirted blood at all the policemen, and his mom went to jail.
And finally, in jail, they offered his mother popcorn, but then she said,
Oh. The world is not enough
for you. That's a great storybook. You can buy it now at goldenbooks.tron.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. .clown.org.net.web .cz
Gottfried!
.Gilbert Gottfried .Gilbert Gottfried .next. That's a new one.
And chill.
And chill. Next and chill. What's caught your eye over here?
Rocco's in the building.
Rocco.
You guys, Rocco's in the building.
Rocco's in the
I
building.
wonder if he wishes to share his modern life adventures
Rocco,
with
would
us.
you like to share your modern life adventures with us? No. He refused our invitation. Yes.
He's a little shy. I
right
can
here?
understand.
See this right here?
This could be your modern guy.
You see this sumptuous flank? Observe its tender, the tender timbre.
I'm so excited you guys are here. This is good. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I directed a music video for you guys.
Yeah, remember when we did that?
We did.
Wow,
Was that a year ago?
That was a party.
Yes. It was very hot. It was a long
hot.
journey.
We tortured like vampire rainbow goth kids.
Would you say that again?
We tortured vampire rainbow goth kids till they almost died, but they paint really bright paintings, and we made them make a bunch of them, and then there were giant hands.
Some people are
and,
still in
tons of
prison,
Stuff. There was a lot of makeup and a birthday cake that we had to eat a bunch of times off the floor.
but it's like
And
time
those
prison.
boys their names are
Oliver Hybrid and Spencer Hybrid.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful artists.
You can buy their tarot decks on Vonzos.com, and they're coming out with a Ouija board.
Wait, are those tarot? Is the tarot deck done?
There's 2 cards left to be made of the minor arcana, but you can purchase the major arcana online at Vonzos.com.
It's incredible the amount of art that Oliver Hybrid pushes out is
It's every day.
it's crazy.
It's every day. I see online every day those boys
Does not
put out.
sleep. They
He
don't
smokes
sleep.
a lot of cigarettes and just does art all day. That's
They are
I
amazing.
think he just does art in his sleep, like sleepwalking, but sleep.
You want to
painting.
come down in the front, in the Indian style, in the front over here?
I don't agree with that term.
You're gonna. Oh. Well,
Rocco's here. Rocco's here.
Rocco's here. Rocco's here. And
Hey, everybody,
the ghost,
have you heard
Fever,
the news?
The ghost. Fever, the ghost. What time do you guys play down at Bedrock Studios?
At 7.
7.
7 o'clock. Fever the Ghost plays, and maybe we could, after this, cut to a little break for a moment. And
You guys wait.
what do you say?
Everybody,
Tell me some.
everybody's got to go out there and get a bunch of cold pancakes and get your feet bare, and then you walk on them. It feels super good. You should trust me and try it. It's really great.
Fever the Ghost, ladies and gentlemen, and we
Thank you.
are out. All right.
That was great. That's my favorite. Either good or really bad. Yeah, that's my favorite interview.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
I agree with you.
He wants to give you a little dick touch later, I guess.
Who wants to give a who?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Thanks for conveying that.
Thank you so
Thank you.
A little pickle tickle.
Ask him how
I
much money
was
he's
left
got.
by myself by my interview partner, so I just kind of winged it on a
I thought that was great.
on a little
You're a nice man.
a little trip out.
His Lance coming in next.
What's that?
Lance.
How much time do we have?
How much time do they have?
Can
We got like 10, 15 minutes.
I'd love to get.
Let's get Lance in here.
5 to 10.
You should take
Well,
the same approach.
No, we end at 5.
Oh, we end at 5.
Yeah, so
Great.
let's get Lance. Let's get Chella. Hello. Are we still streaming? Gary, you're in the way. Gary, Grant. No, we have guests. You're not the guest. You're the assistant.
he's just supposed to be on camera just so they can switch to him just for a second. It's kind of a gag.
It's just funny. I know.
Tell the next people.
I know, but it's talk to me.
You're in trouble.
Here, you're the host.
All right.
You just hit talk.
So someone else needs to tell the next guests to come on.
We should make you tell the guests, and then we'll come in.
Well, that's what I do, but now I'm on the couch.
Yes, but you'll. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I just want to make sure they're,
Oh, you're wrangling.
within earshot. Yeah,
You're
I'm
wrangling.
wrangling.
well, we're like ready now. Like we'll just like. Cool. Yeah. All right, and we'll probably do like 10 to 15 more minutes, and then yeah.
rock and the great sadness at the same time, so we can get everyone.
What is the great sadness?
It's the woman and the.
Okay, that's not really very entertaining. No, we're not even going right now, right?
It's a band.
We got another like 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Seems like he wants to get back on.
Yeah, because we're gonna fucking we're gonna finish this puppy up.
So I was thinking we do great sadness and Lance Rock at the same time, so we have time to get everyone in.
Are they here? Yeah, we would have like 10-15 minutes and we're done.
Should I go do it?
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Oh wait, are we? I'm super confused.
All right, that's fine.
So, do you guys want to count this down to go back to the couch stream?
He's talking to God right now.
Thank you for all your badassery, but we're gonna. Or do you want to start with?
You're welcome.
Grant, or start with Grant.
Start with Grant.
We'll start with kicking Grant out.
They want to start with kicking Grant.
You just tell me to go do my job, you know.
Do me a favor, and I'll say things, and then you pretend that you're talking. Okay?
Do you guys want to come in again, or do you want to be on the couch already?
Yeah, we're chill.
All right. So I'll talk off camera, and he's gonna pantomime like he's gonna
You want to just count me down, and I'll count them.
just pretend
All right. Let's do a
like a bad dub.
Okay.
Hi guys, we're here back at the couch at Bedrock Studios, and we are going to talk to some more people
Guys,
now.
Stop fucking around. We got like 10 minutes left of this thing. Get out of here.
Oh, someone's having a temper tantrum on camera.
Someone doesn't know how to talk on camera.
Someone's having a temper tantrum on
So-
camera.
Anyway, we have like 2 guests left. And
See what you do there? You see
yeah,
what you did?
where are
See what
they?
you did?
Where are our guests? Well, let's bring up. We have a special guest right now, a secret improv guest. Chella is here. She's from Australia and has a crazy sense of style.
Hi, Chella.
Hey guys.
How are you?
Nothing.
You're on the Bedrocktober live stream.
Yeah, this is very unexpected.
What are you doing? How's your experience been so far? We got our real guests coming too.
I'm great. I'm intolerant to alcohol, and I've just realized that this kombucha is making me feel quite.
Kombucha is just mushroom alcohol. I don't know why people
Hello.
think it's good for you.
How are you?
Here, we're gonna go for
We're
a
gonna do
grand
yeah,
finale
we're
right
gonna
now. Grand
double
finale,
time
IHC lifestyle.
interview action.
What's your
here.
name?
Steven.
You're from the Great Sadness.
The Great Sad.
Are you ever happy?
All the time.
Yes.
So your band name's just an oxymoron.
No, it's not an oxymoron. I'd say it's more of a feeling on stage, something that we're trying to just portray to the crowd, but it's not something that we don't wake up and shed a tear.
Like making music makes you sad though?
It can induce sadness, but I think with the sadness comes, a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. So, yeah.
Has there ever been a single tear?
Yes, there has been single tears shed.
Has there ever been a slow clap?
A slow clap.
Yeah.
Can you?
Let's do a slow clap. Ready?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Oh, that slowly gets faster.
No. Not
Yeah,
a
like
slow,
the
no
like
slow
like
clap.
everyone, yes. Triumph.
It's like you just made a very poignant graduation speech, and people are like, their minds were blown, and then they're like, "Oh my God, yes."
Yes, and then everyone joins in.
Right.
It's an 80s movie go-to.
No, we haven't had a slow clap.
Not a slow clap
No, we
yet.
haven't had
It's something to attain to.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yes,
goals.
maybe true.
Well, this is Chella, by the way.
Hi,
Hi.
Steven.
Lovely to meet
Lovely
you.
to
You've
meet
got
you.
beautiful long
Thank you.
locks.
Both of you guys have a few things in common. One is you both make music.
Are we both Filipino?
Ah,
Oh, this is the other part.
Oh, yeah.
Join us here.
Make way for the lady.
Have a seat.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
What's your name?
I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Frankie.
Hi, Frankie. We met yesterday.
We did.
Hello.
And this is Jesus.
Hi, Kathy.
And this is
nice
Chella.
to meet you. And this is Chella.
And we were just talking about the benefits of being sad.
So many benefits. Yeah, just going to deep places. Deep oceans of sadness.
Yeah, I like deep oceans a lot because you never know what you're going to find at the bottom.
Bottom dwellers. You did what?
Grant, I got a beer spill here. Sponges.
Bottom feeders.
Why don't you tell us a bit about your guys' origin story? What's the? How did you guys form?
Origin.
Oregon Trail.
We would say.
I know. You want me to do this one? Sure. All right. So this friend of mine asked me if I wanted to do an acoustic set over for Echo Park Rising 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Satan asked us about 3 years ago.
Satan, yeah. And so he said, it'll be easy. I'm like, make it easy for me. And he said, it'll be at the Bright Spot. And it was at the Bright Spot on the patio, and there was a reggae band playing full on across the street. And I was like, wow, this sucks. And I had asked Steven to play with me.
In this reggae band.
No, not in the reggae band.
No, the band was playing across the way.
Come with me on this journey into the conversation. So so Steven and I were just sitting around. It's like, well, it'll be fun if I don't play by myself, and Steven, you want to play? And he said sure. And when we went there, and we couldn't hear ourselves in it, I'm like, oh, this stinks. And so we moved all of our equipment over to the balcony where where that bank is next to Bright Spot.
Yep, because Reggie's Deli is in there.
Yeah, right.
Reggie.
Yeah. So we went over there and we played, and we're like, okay, this is great. And then we just kept playing, and then and I admitted.
Do you guys ever take breaks? I mean, that's been a long time.
No, 3 years. That's
Non-stop playing. That has to be like a Guinness Book of World Records.
No.
Oh, we mean we sleep.
I'm kidding.
That's really. What?
I know. Never mind. It was a bad joke.
Really?
It was like
Okay.
we've been playing ever since, as in like you just started playing and then. You just
Explain that more.
like an epic,
I love
epic
hearing your voice.
3-year.
Yeah.
Rock fest.
Yeah.
It's like. It's like a real life rock opera.
A 3-year performance meditation that just never stops.
All right.
It's like if the finale of Mad Men was 3 years long.
That would be.
Did you guys not see?
That would
No,
be
never mind.
painful.
All right. I'm gonna stop making bad jokes now. Okay, continue with the story. So.
And that's it. We have continued to play, and it's been great.
So what is your association then with Bedrock?
Actually, Lance asked us to play.
Okay.
And
So what's
I've walked into Bedrock before. Disclaimer. Steven and I we have not
Disclaimer.
rehearsed here. We love it here.
But we love it here.
It's fantastic.
We can
I just
afford
want
it.
to tell all of you, this is a great place for musicians.
how do you know Lance then? What's the story behind that?
Lance and I played in a band backing this guy named Barnes years ago. So
Who's Barnes?
Barnes, but not Barnes and Barnes.
And not Barney the
Barnes and
dinosaur.
Nobles, or not Barnes and Barnes, who made the hit song Fish Heads.
No, not at all. Not even close. No.
The other
Barnes.
Jimmy Barnes.
From Canada.
Not Jimmy Barnes.
No. And that's that. That's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. That was our relationship.
So you and he have known each other for a long time.
Yes, we have. We have known each other a very long time. And I played in bands for a number of years, and I've seen, I knew him from around, just playing in bands. And then we ended up playing in a band together. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what is on the horizons then for your band? What's coming up next?
We're just trying to play a bunch of shows and just get out there. We'd love to play more festivals and stuff like that. We're just waiting for the opportunity to arrive.
Could you be more specific?
Yeah, I mean,
thanks.
We really want running through the drywall, beer can, pissing all over the place kind of festivals to call us.
You want like a Megadeth?
Pretty grungy would be nice.
I mean, I saw you guys passing out a record yesterday, so you just put out a full length?
We have a record.
You have a
yeah,
record?
we got it done last year.
Yeah.
We like
What's it called?
It's
self-entitled.
Yes.
The Great Sadness.
Yeah, yeah.
At the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more of an EP. It's like 5 songs.
So are you working on a new one?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have 2 new ones in store. Or not in store. We have 2 new ones on the way. We have a 45 coming out with 2 of our more like bar like punk tracks. It's called Vomit, and then we're working on a full length right now.
Oh. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, now we have I think it's time. Yeah, now we're going to bring out Lance, who is the host of this year's Bedrocktober. And our final interview of the day.
Thank you, Stephen.
Well, why don't we wait? We can make room here.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is the
Hi,
a more
very lovely. We met in the
creative.
hallway, but we didn't catch names. Chelsea Lance, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey, Sus.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, we got room here.
Oh, we have room now. Bye, you guys. Thank
Bye.
you very much, The Great Sadness. You're welcome.
You're leaving?
Oh, you want us to stay?
I do.
Okay, sit back down, Cooper. All right. She's always trying to get out of here.
They're pretty great. I don't know how much they told you about themselves. I just saw them perform last week, and they were awesome.
That's all they were saying, actually.
Oh,
they were like, we performed last week and we were awesome.
And it's true. So
So
truth in advertising here.
So why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, Lance, and why you decided to be a part of Bedrocktoberfest?
Well, I met Kamran at Moogfest 2014, and it was just funny that
look at that outfit.
We're both in Echo. Oh, speak of the devil. Come in here. And so we met at Moogfest, and it was very ironic that we lived 5 minutes away from each other, but we had to go across the country to meet. So
right after you're at the White House.
Right after I was at the White House, but I'm not allowed to talk about that.
No, sorry.
What were you doing at the White House?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
You think he's a star for children's television, but there's a deeper story.
You know, like Chuck Barris, it was kind of like that. Yeah, exactly.
The Gong Show.
Absolutely.
Cool that we were just talking about the Gong Show.
Oh, how awesome! See, we're all in sync here. I like that. Actually, I like that. That's pretty.
This is authentic.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Couple Oktoberfest ago in Munich. You know.
So wait, so you guys met at Moogfest, and the first thing that you said after you got introduced was, "I'm still trying to figure out a host for this year's Bedrocktoberfest. Would you do it?"
He just talked, and I got to meet some of his family members, and everyone was really cool, and yeah, it was good. And then we came back here.
Industrial music, actually, right?
Absolutely.
Why is there no industrial music playing at the festival then?
Oh, we want it, but they're tough.
Is it because
we're playing here?
Is it because it's a daytime festival and industrial artists would melt if they played outside?
Absolutely, absolutely not.
We should have Fluo do an industrial
That
set.
would be.
Speaking of Flula, why don't we bring him back in here? Whoa! In your face. Look, I've been.
Oh, the party pooper.
And no later hosen.
The
Oh, wow, wonderful. Hello. Yeah. Hello.
We can share the mic.
No, you take it.
We were talking about industrial music and Heino.
Heino. Schwarzbraun ist die Haselnuss. So hot. A very sassy port, Erlangen, close to Nuremberg. Yeah.
That all
It's a big tourist.
Wunderbar.
Hotspot. All the postcards.
Yep.
You wait until you see my Wunderbar outfit. It's gonna be outrageous. That's my superhero name, Wunderbar. Mr. Wunderbar.
Do you have a bra? A brassiere?
Of course.
Bra?
Of course.
He has a dirndl.
Well, guys, we're like in the final throes of this thing. So, Lance, is there anything that you want the people at home to like know about, like the festival or?
There's probably a lot, but I think I just had an epiphany here.
What's that?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Jesus is from 30 Minutes of Madness.
I am.
See? There you go.
Snap.
I went and saw.
That threw me for a slap.
Wait a minute. You know he knows his music, right?
I just went and saw the documentary.
Yeah.
It's
and
a
I
film.
the 20 Years of Madness, which is an incredible documentary. And so I was like, I don't know why. You just said something you said just triggered it. It did. I don't know even know why.
Where did you see it at?
I saw it at the ArcLight.
Oh, you were there.
I was there.
I was there.
He was there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, you know my.
Yeah, we don't care. Who cares about
my
Oktoberfest? Now we're talking about something else.
My favorite part about that movie, having known him for a long time and worked with him for a long time, was the scene where there was the fight.
At the
where
barbershop?
no, at the house when they're fighting back and forth, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm not the only one. I was like, he does this shit to everybody. It was awesome.
I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but it just seemed like maybe it was the editing or something. You seem to be probably the most reasonable, actually.
I think so.
It's such an argument, such a blur.
That whole the movie I thought was great. Though.
It was really wonderful.
And yeah, so if you don't know, 30 Minutes of Madness was a Detroit-based public access show that Jesus and his friends made in the 90s.
Detroit Rock City. Oh, no. Sorry.
Them and their friends got back together 20 years later to make a new episode, and they made a whole documentary about it.
And it's screening tonight in the hometown that we made the show in, that I grew up in.
Let's go.
The very first film festival.
Delta, they fly there.
Yes, my friends are currently probably screening the movie to a bunch of locals in our towns.
That's super cool.
And you're here at Bedrocktoberfest. That's pretty awesome.
Bring it full circle. So, I don't know. I mean,
Being cut off.
Oh,
is that it? I think we're done. So continue watching Bedrocktober live stream.
Oh, we're standing. All right, in the back.
There's going to be rad music all day long. You can watch it on here for free. Thank you so much to everybody that's in this room and everyone that's come through, and all the magicians and musicians. It's been sick.
Seriously, this is really a great opportunity here. We have a eclectic group of people, and Bedrock brings a lot of creative artists together. And thank you for
yes, thank you, Lance.
letting us do this. These guys
Thank
are
you very much. And we're out.
awesome. So come to Bedrocktoberfest. I thought you were gonna have something like calendar or something like that. I need to. You don't need to. I just